On the news tonight, standing strong in faith and belief in the face of trial and tribulation is a test of one's strength in Allah, cleric reminds Muslims. And 2024 World Hypertension Day, WHO advocates frequent check of blood pressure. A warm welcome to the news at 7 on NTA Channel 5, Abuja. I am Mariam George Jitubo. We start the news on a religious note. Trials and tribulations are tests destined for mankind to test their faith in Allah, which required in a Jumat sermon at a mosque in Abuja. Abdullahi Ajia has details of the spiritual message.
Sincere hope in Allah is a spiritual strength that humans need to be victorious over life's challenges and trials. The Imam, Ustaz Fuad Adeyemi, tasked the congregation to key into the message of this sermon, as no man is free from Allah's trials and tribulations, which he says can come in different ways.
We look at it from the Quran and Hadith. How do we overcome or succumb this, or to some extent remove it from our life? And the first thing is just to be conscious of where we are coming from. What is called goodness or something that is bad. It's only God that knows that. You might be passing through a particular condition thinking that it's not good, but how it's the best for you. So we still need to understand, and besides, we should rely on Allah, praying, asking for forgiveness, and do good to others.
With replates of prayers suggested for the congregation, the Imam urges all to be conscious of the boundaries of Allah for a successful life. In Abuja, Abdullah.
June 6 this year has been declared as the FCT week. This is to give room for the inauguration of the several infrastructure projects in commemoration of the 1 year in office of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu-led administration. Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, disclosed this during an inspection tour of some projects ahead of the inauguration. Onoze Akubu brings us details.
Projects that have reached an appreciable level of completion are ready for inauguration and inspected by the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike and his team ahead of May-June inauguration include the Villa roundabout of the Outer Southern Expressway, the B6 and B12 routes, as well as the Vice President official residence. After inspecting different sections of the ongoing projects, the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike says it will be a 9 days of project inauguration in the nation's capital, as all is set to showcase President Tinubu's landmark achievements in the FCT.
By the approval of Mr. President projects, and particularly on 27th, we believe the President will flag off the commercial operation of the metro line. From what we have seen, I think we're good to go. We're ready for the commissioning.
On whether he is distracted with the development in his home state of Rivers, Nyesom Wike assures that he remains focused on actualizing the Renewed Hope initiative of the present administration in the territory. Onoze Akubu, NTA News.
Management of NTA Channel 5 Abuja says it will continue to strengthen the interagency collaboration between the station and the FCT Police Command as a prerequisite for service providers determined to get results. General Manager of the station, Paul Ati, gave the indication as he led management of the station on a courtesy visit to the Commissioner of Police, FCT, Bennett Igwe. Onotu Yakubu reports.
A warm handshake, applauses, and even sometimes exchange of souvenirs. These are recipes to strengthen robust partnerships. The security situation of the Federal Capital Territory in recent time has taken a turn for positive posture, and the significant role of the broadcast media in driving this feat cannot be overemphasized. This security check program on NTA Channel 5 Abuja plays one of such vital role.
and I'm happy that results are being seen here and there. Most of them are already, the criminals are already helter-skelters now, because they know the new sheriff in town is a go-getter, a no-nonsense.
With these newsmakers continually managing the narratives and dishing out the true story to enhance residents' confidence and enlightenment about campaigns against negative elements, Commissioner of Police Bennett Igwe says the command's confidence is further reassured of a bridge to counter the trend of negativity by fake news merchants.
We are fully behind you. There's no mixed word about it. There's no equivocation about it. We are fully with you. And let us continue to partner each other for movement and for progress.
Since 2008, Call the Police, a security check program running on the live feeds of NTA Channel 5, had provided feedback mechanism for the police command, an initiative which CP Igwe says he appreciates and intends to sustain. In Abuja, Onotu Yakubu, NTA News.
And away from security to health. Uncontrolled blood pressure leads not just to hypertension, a cardiovascular disease, but oftentimes leads to heart failure. To this end, medical experts have charged adults of 40 years and above to frequently check their blood pressure, as survey shows that about 7 out of 100 Nigerians live with this ailment without knowing. Health correspondent Serafina Okon-Umekwe enlightens us further.
Research reveals that issues of the heart and blood vessels, if left unattended to, affects other organs of the body, such as the eyes, kidneys, brain, and causes major stroke.
This is one of the commonest presentations we have on a daily basis in most of the facilities in Abuja here now. And this is something that can be prevented. The morbidity might not really be prevented, might not even be treated, but at that stage, it has not caused those complications. It can still be prevented.
While exercise is encouraged as it regulates blood pressure, smoking not only has an effect on the arterial pressure, excess intake of alcohol likewise triggers high blood pressure. Hypertension, experts say, are in 3 stages: greater than 140/90, but less than 160/100 is regarded as stage 1, while stage 2 is above 160 but less than 180, while the third stage is greater than 80/110 diastolic. Available data indicates that globally, more than 8 million deaths are hypertension related, and more of these in sub-Saharan Africa as a result of poor health system.
A lot of them are not even aware that they are hypertensive. Up to 75% of the population. Okay, it is not an ailment that comes with fever or significant. The commonest presentation, the person will tell you that they are having headache or they are feeling dizzy.
The 2024 theme says, measure your blood pressure accurately, control it, and live longer.
And so far in Abuja, about 7.5% of the populace in this state has said to be hypertensive without even knowing their status. In Abuja, Serafina Okon-Umekwe, NTA News.
Now, imagine a world without light or a full day of darkness. That could be the point at which all humanity will better appreciate the importance of light, as the global community observes the International Day of Light with the theme, Light in Our Lives. Charity Zaka emphasizes the importance of light to humans in their daily life endeavors.
Light, experts say, is the source of all life on the planet. The significance of light can be understood as plants synthesize nutrients from light using chlorophyll and filter the air that humans breathe. Animals and humans depend on plants for survival. Therefore, everything depends on light in some way.
We've also seen a lot of use of lasers in education and research. Lasers facilitate advanced research in universities and improve educational tools such as projectors and laser pointers.
Scientists say light is the future, which is why UNESCO identified light as key enabling tool for innovation and technology generation in medical device, high-speed internet, energy-efficient illumination, high-sensitivity sensors, conservation of cultural heritage, and many more. The United Nations therefore set aside the 16th of May annually as International Day of Light to provide an enduring focal point to appreciate the role light plays in the world.
LASER is an acronym for Light Amplification by Simulated Emission of Radiation and produces coherent light with precision and control. This technology plays a pivotal role in various sectors including healthcare, telecommunications, education, industry, agriculture, energy, and security.
Light is not just about lasers and science, it also encompasses the field of arts, culture, and entertainment, everywhere that light is present. Charity Zakka, NTA News.
Let's now join our business desk for business news.
Oil marketers commence processes of establishing CNG points at filling stations. Many thanks for joining me on Business News. I am Aisha Ubali. The Senate has approved President Bola Tinubu's loan request amounting $500 million in favor of the Bureau of Public Enterprises for electricity metering program to improve financial and technical performance of electricity distribution companies, DISCOs, under the World Bank-funded Nigeria Distribution Sector Recovery Program, DISREP. The approval on Wednesday was sequel to the consideration of report of Senate Committee on Local and Foreign Debt 2022-2024 External Borrowing Rolling Plan for the BPE. The federal government has asked oil marketers to commence the process of establishing compressed natural gas points at their filling stations to increase consumer accessibility. Intended retail licenses will now be required to establish a CNG point in their filling stations before getting final government approval. The average price of imported food commodities for Nigeria rose to its highest level, reaching 34% in 1 year between April 2023 and April 2024. This represents an increase of 200 basis points from 32% recorded in March 2024, according to an analysis of the Consumer Price Index report released by the National Bureau of Statistics on Wednesday. The federal government has ruled out the importation of food as a